Good afternoon out there. All right, let's see who we're chatting with. And you know what? I realize that as I'm doing these zodiac reads, I'm not always introducing myself to everybody. And given that these are the very first videos I'm doing for the Red Raven Reads channel, I guess I should be probably telling people my name is MJ, and I've been reading now for probably a minute or two. And we'll just say that I am one that if you find me on your algorithm, I promise you Spirit has something to say to you. But really and truly, if you don't resonate with me, but you know somebody else that does, I would ask that you would, forward the message to them. I am one that when I read, I go in, I dive deep. I go until we're done with the message in full. So I'm one that if you are vibing with me, as soon as you see a Red Raven read come up and you know it's relevant to you, you should be one that's like, I'm gonna have to grab a cuppa and a snack for this one. So I go as long as I go. So that's because I'm here to help, humanity. That's what I do. So first thing I'm gonna say is thank you for being willing to watch me and join with me, and I hope that you feel me enough to grow with me here. Alrighty, and I am running out of zodiac signs, so let's see who we're going to talk to next. Right here. Aries. Full moon is in Aries. Alright, Aries. Harness your confidence to act decisively and achieve breakthroughs. Action, confidence, breakthrough. Alright, let's find out, Aries, who your archangel or which archangel might be with us for your read. Oh, you've got Ragul. All right. Waves of healing. Be open and vulnerable, as this will initiate healing and harmonious resolution. Yes. All right. By the way, Ragul is reminding me to say that I could be reading for your sun and or moon. Could be your sun or moon, right here, right here. Thank you, Ragul. Here's a more furtive message from Ragul for our Aries collective out here. Determination, purpose, perseverance, and patience will lead to a positive outcome. With the reminder from Ragul, waves of healing, be open and vulnerable, as this will initiate healing and harmonious resolutions. All right. All right, so we've got somebody being asked to be determined about something that they are doing, one way or the other. I'm going to go ahead and grab us a neuro card. I am all about helping humanity, and then also we use these neurodiversity cards to show us what it is we need to know. Ragul is not wasting much time at all for the Aries collective. Fragmented self. When parts of your mind or emotions are in conflict, you can feel fragmented and indecisive. Oh, you're being told to feel determined instead of fragmented and indecisive. Facilitate wholeness by bringing these parts into dialogue and guiding them toward a common goal that honors the whole of who you are. Resolution begins with self-rapport. Yes. Waves of healing. Pulling back in those fragmented parts of yourself and being determinedly so to do it, says Ragul. I am really digging this message for the Aries collective. I can tell you, I don't have a lick of Aries anywhere in my chart, so definitely tells me there's a collective coming. There's a new collective coming. And look, they're even telling you how to bring in those parts of your fragmented self right here, Aries. Connect to intuition. Repeating patterns are keeping you from making a new choice in this situation. Break free from old ways of thinking and ask for new insight. So I'm looking and to use this to heal. They want somebody to heal their mind and their emotions, bring those fragmented pieces back into themselves, determinedly so. But they're showing me somebody that has yet to connect to intuition and understand that that's part of our healing processes here on, the big blue ball. So looking at an Aries out there that hasn't even started, I can tell. I can already tell that this is an Aries who has not started any new processes for themselves. Let me see what I can get from your downline here. See what's currently going on with you. Maybe give you a hint as to why they're asking you. This is how you start anew, right there. You first have to pull in all those old fragmented pieces, all those things that just don't serve you anymore, and start cord cutting. I'm literally hearing Ragul say this is somebody that just has so many fragmented pieces, both mentally, spiritually, within your physicality. Okay, they're showing me somebody that is really and truly not in the best of shape, but you want something new. Okay, the fact that you have the thought that you want something new is great. Yeah, lots of heartbreak going on there. Lots of heartbreak going on there. Ooh. This is part of your heartbreak. You're in a situationship. Ragul is showing me you're in a situationship with somebody that is not good for you, is keeping you ill, is keeping you mentally ill, is what Ragul is saying to say. You're in illusions about this. You're having some illusions about who it is you're with. Ooh. They want you to take a new spin at that wheel. They want you to start pulling back the pieces, the fragmented pieces of yourself, both mentally, spiritually, physically. Whoever you are with is somebody that's not, you need to get new friends. Ragul is saying to say to whoever this Aries is, you need to have a whole entire new group of friends, ones that can help guide you into healthy spaces, helping you pull back all those fragmented pieces of yourself. Okay? You need a whole new set of friends. That's what he's showing me. Yeah. They're trying to give you some gifts. And I will tell you, that's exactly what happens when you pull back all those fragmented pieces of yourself, Aries, is you start discovering the magic of you, the magic of your connection to divinity, one to the other. I mean, I don't know who this is that you're with currently that is keeping you mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. Ragul is saying to say, this person that you're with is keeping you in illness. In all the wrong ways, okay? Like your whole entire, you're somebody, and I can see why they're saying right here, the fragmented self, you're somebody that by the time you pull back all those pieces, you are going to find that you did an entire neurological, nerve system reboot, reset, okay? And look how lovely the outcome is here. Look how happy this person looks here. Before they do that, look at the sadness. Look at the outcome there, okay? Connecting to intuition. Cannot make that shit up right there. It's exactly what they're asking you to do, to connect to intuition, okay? You need a whole new group of friends. You need to, basically, Ragul is saying, whoever this Aries is, or whoever maybe it's going on in the collective, and I will be grabbing us some letters so that we get some hints. Whoever this is for, Spirit is really truly trying to get you to start new, start completely new with a whole new pentacle on life. Ragul is saying a whole new pentacle for life. Okay. That means everything. That's a complete nervous reset, reboot for whoever this Aries is. And I'm hearing Ragul saying, oh, they're going to throw me several whenever. Yes. Soon as you take them up on that offer, Aries, you begin creating a whole new life, including one that you hold with divinity directly for yourself. You need the kind of friends that can help you pull back fragmented pieces. That means folks that operate not only in divinity, but in mental health helps, in any kind of helps that you may need. Any kind of helps that you may need. Yes, they want you to have victory. And an actual divine partner. A divine partner. Not the one you're currently with. A new divine partner. Okay? Woo! The current one that you're with, showing me the pieces, yes. They're trying to run this right across your energetic line. They are really trying to help you pull back those pieces of yourself. But let me show you the current partner you're with. And Spirit is asking me to do. Now, those of you who don't know me, because brand new channel here, I am actually a Libra. That is my sun sign. And oddly enough, I don't have a lick of Aries anywhere in my birth chart, so I know I'm reading to, and I keep saying collective, so that tells me I already know. I have the knowing, I have the gift of the talk back and forth, so I already know I'm going to get a collective here. I happen to be a Libra who was born on October 10th at 10:10 and 10 seconds in the morning. I'm a Libra who holds the wheel. And whenever I see my two cards coming at the same time in a read, particularly on this particular down line, I can hear Ragul saying, please show them what we want them to balance against, what they're trying to balance with now versus what we want them to see about themselves if they do what we're asking them to do. That is connecting to intuition. Pulling back all of those pieces of your fragmented old self so that you may connect to the divine. Okay, it's a wonderful gift. It is a wonderful gift. Taking a wheel spin, particularly when I hear Spirit saying it's safe for somebody out there in the Aries collective, and it sounds like it's going to be more than one of you, when it's okay for the Aries to safely do so, and that it's even divinely asked of you in order to bring justice into your energetic line here. It's a huge, huge, huge deal, okay? You literally have somewhere with somebody else to be, okay? You have somewhere with somebody else to be. Now, I'm going to do what they've asked me to do for you here, okay? This is who you are currently with, right here, okay? You are trying to balance with somebody that causes you pain, confusion, illusion, somebody that's, a little bit younger than you. I'm being told they're a little bit younger than you. They trash you out. They say unkind things to you, okay? All of this right here, you're trying to hold these pieces, okay? This is what these are the pieces that you are currently holding is what Ragul is telling me, okay? But what Spirit wants for you is to plant something entirely new, entirely different, something that they see the Aries collective has not tried for themselves before. Now, this is why they asked me to understand and recognize myself, okay? In order to plant one of these, you have to go ahead and take a spin at one of these. You take a spin at one of these, you end up laying down all of these, okay? So let me show you what they're asking me to do for you here. Oh, and I apologize. This person, you know, I'm being told to say the word delusions, illusions. You know, they act like, you know what, you're just one of the many options that I have, Aries. You know, that's you, Aries. You know, I could be with anybody I want, Aries. You know, you should feel blessed that I'm with you. That's the kind of, you know, unfortunately shit that I'm being shown that this Aries has been putting up with. Here's what they want you to have. balanced against this, okay? Right here. Here's what they want you to do. Take a look at which side makes more sense, looks more enticing, looks like a better invite, okay? Looks like somebody in the Aries collective, or more than one somebody's, I'm being reassured, would go, why would I not want to hold these cards? Why would I not take a wheel spin so that I may hold these cards versus these cards right here? Okay? Why would I want anything that looks like these cards? When Spirit is saying all I got to do is take my chance, spin that wheel, plant something new, and then guess what? Guess what? Guess what happens to a balance scale here? Whoosh, bye. See? That's it. That's what they're asking this Aries to do. And in order to do that, they want you, Aries, to have the determination. Understand you have a purpose, you have a calling in this lifetime. Okay? You have a purpose here. All right? And what they want you to do in order to take a wheel spin and plant a whole new pentacle, a whole new life. I mean, I am being shown somebody that they want you to have an entire new everything. That's what they're showing me. Somebody that wants you to have an entirely new everything. Okay? In order to have that, you have to go from someone that looks like this on a daily, sad, that needs to pull back all the pieces of their fragmented self. Anything and everything. Okay? Really what they're showing you is transmutation. When you pull back all the pieces that are out there from your former life, right, you know, if you had a shitty childhood, all the way up to where you're at, where they're showing me you're at with this person right here, this trash box clown person that's causing you heartache. Okay, he's a little younger than you, I can see, you know, confuses you on a daily, treats you like, you know what, you're just one of many options for me. I have to say that, honestly, whoever this is, he might be the one that's a little delusional, because Spirit doesn't just doesn't give anybody that opportunity, especially if you're treating your significant other, somebody that, you know, you initially told, hey, I love you, and it's you and me, and now you've all of a sudden moved into, I'm going to say, hateful, awful, terrible things to this person. Before this, whoever this guy is right here that you're with gets that new opportunity, he's going to have some works to do too. And trust me, I'm not judging him, because I understand that all of humanity, at some point we've all been there. They're just showing me somebody that is still there, that is still acting and behaving this kind of way towards their significant other. So to me, they're showing me somebody that's deliberately cruel to others. Okay? Not even, hey, I lost my head in the moment of a fight. Somebody that like seeks out somebody else. What Ragul is showing me is whoever this is, this younger one that you're with, you know, your boyfriend, your SO, whoever that is, Ragul is showing me somebody that will just, you know, get up in a shit mood and deliberately seek out their SO to say horrible, awful things. That's the pictures that they're showing me of whoever this is. And so it's why they went ahead and pulled Trashbox for them. This is somebody that has so many woundings that needs to be on their own. Ragul is saying probably for the rest of their life, for the rest of this lifetime. You know, this is a spirit. This is somebody with a kind of spirit that they will recycle, based on the fact that they don't see growth with it, whoever this is. Okay. All this person does to you, you know, is that back and forth pull. They're showing me like a push-pull person that, you know, as soon as they've been so maniacal to you, what Ragul is showing me is this, you know, they're giving me the reference of, I think it was called Sleeping with the Enemy. This is an old Julia Roberts movie in which, you know, from the outside, it looks like she has this perfect marriage, this perfect home. Like, who the hell wouldn't want that? But then she has this trash box clown of a husband who is deliberately maniacal towards her. And, you know, just abusive, verbally, physically, things like that. They're giving me that reference to show whoever this is for. Okay? In order to combat this, you have to be willing to pull back those fragmented pieces of yourself, because anybody that's in a situationship like this, for me, I just automatically know there were things in your childhood, okay? Those are patterns that were created a long time ago that you, for whatever reason, have your, you know, these Aries folk have themselves convinced that they can't do better. And Spirit is saying, au contraire, my frères, you can. And not only can you do better, and we want to plant a new everything for you, we're going to have you pull back all the pieces to your fragmented self and let us help you heal them. Because guess what? Guess what's waiting at the end of this? I mean, you do all these pieces and I see divinity comes online. You have a whole new soul tribe here, a whole new soul tribe of people here. Okay? You plant a new everything. And what actually comes to you is divine partnership. I don't see a twin flame here, but I do see a very divine partnership, which tells me probably a very incredibly high-level soulmate for you. I really love this invitation by Spirit, because it's an invitation that those of us that have gone through the awakening know very, very, very well. That those are exactly the pieces that you have to do in order to ensure that you can move into divine partnership with others, okay? You learn to love yourself above all others because you recognize the divinity in you. You recognize that divinity talks to you. You understand that I will never, ever, ever pick up somebody like this again, okay? Doesn't mean that you'll get a perfect partner. None of us are perfect. And what you will get, though, and I can tell you what I got for a partnership, I actually have my twin flame. So my twin flame and I, if we ever did something like this piece, we are willing to work super, super, super hard to say, where the hell did that come from? Did I miss a fragment? Did I miss a fragment of myself somewhere? What is the work? What is the fix? What is the healing? Okay? That's what divine union actually looks like. You first have to have divine union with yourself, Aries. And that's what they're inviting you to do. Divine union with and to and towards yourself. All right? I love the invitation. I'm going to ask Ragul if there's something that we can get on the Karma's a Witch. Since I see both the Wheel and Justice falling right in between these two pieces, wondering if there's anything that they can give you for a mantra to say. Here. Wand. Confidence, purpose, and strength. Okay? Reclaim your power. I cannot make that up. That's how you reclaim your power. Now, I'm going to put the same invitation that I put out for everybody. Anytime I pull one of these, if you want me to take a pic of the back of this, or I'll hold it up right there, all of these cards have this nice little written out, you know, what we call white witch magic spells to help you pull back in your power. I'll look real quick and see if there's anything up. Yep. It says, find a quiet moment and use a silver pen, engrave Choku-rei into candle wax. Light the candle wax as you focus on the flame. Visualize the light and heat coming from it, giving you renewed strength and power. You can handle anything that comes your way now. Literally, if you want the rest of this, there's also breathing techniques in here. And you can use your finger as a wand. I don't know if you know that out there, but you can. You can circle a candle 13 times, clockwise directions, take 3 more breaths, then gently blow out the candle, okay? You are a force to be reckoned with and can reuse this candle anytime you need more power. So some of this is candle work. I am a firm believer. I do not do black magic. I do not wish anything harm-wise on anybody, but as it happens, this deck is called Karma is a Witch, okay? But this deck is all about self-empowerment for our white witches out there, okay? I don't do anything like sending nasty juju out to people. I wouldn't even send nasty juju out to whoever this person is right here, okay? But this could be a very helpful something to help you start taking those alone pieces, taking back your power, pulling back in those fragmented pieces of yourself, okay? Connecting yourself to intuition, okay? To divinity. You've got gifts, and all of those are going to culminate in finding your real divine partner. Yes, okay? So someone that, even though if they mess up, they're willing to say, how do I fix, okay? And then be willing to work on it, okay? Not someone that on a daily, like they're literally showing me like the guy that was in that sleeping with the enemy, somebody that's just deliberately rolls out of bed, is unkind, just decides that, you know what, I woke up on the wrong side of the bed this morning, and you know what, I noticed that she left the towel hanging like an inch below where she was supposed to. Let me just go find her and, you know, get very, very, very verbally aggressive with her, or worse, you know, do worse things to her. So definitely, and by the way, in case you haven't caught it, they are definitely showing me a masculine, feminine, okay? It's the feminine that they're saying, please pull back the pieces of your power and take a spin at the wheel, plant something completely new. I definitely would. I definitely would. And then the other thing I want to say is, this might be somebody that also has some Libra in their chart. And here's the thing I always note, Libras carry karma with them, okay? We carry karma with us. And so as soon as you are willing to put this one down, whoever this is, as soon as you put this one down, you don't have to do anything other than wish them love and light, step away, and the universe will take care of that. Spirit will take care of that. Rahul is saying, yes, we will definitely take care of that. This looks like somebody that needs a lot of work. Maybe, yeah. Rahul is pointing out probably somebody that actually chose to come here to be in darkness. Believe it or not, that is how some folk come here, is simply to be dark. And that's it. That's it. They are here to be dark. They are not here to grow in the light. They are here to be dark. You know, we all get to choose which type of soul contracts we agree to in every life, okay? All right, tools. This is card 54, tools. Ooh, I've seen this one before, and I actually love this card. This is gratitude. And since I just read you, yeah, they're showing me because I just did the Karma was a Witch. That's why they're throwing me tools. I'm going to read it to you real quick. Okay. 5 and 4 is 9. 9 might be very relevant for whoever this is. Everyone has spiritual potential that can be nurtured. Spiritual practices can raise your energy and help you connect to the divine power within you and those around you. I can't make this shit up. It's because I pulled you the Karma as a Witch, and that's one tool. That's one tool. The breathing portion is one tool. There are many different ways that you can actually work to pull back those fragmented pieces of yourself. All right. There are many ways to clear your energy and elevate your conscious mind. Oh God, I wasn't even there. Practicing gratitude is a tool for spiritual growth. You can also use grounding, energy clearing, incense, crystals, breath work, meditation, mantras, crystal grids, divination, and unconditional love, to name a few. Okay? They are saying, as soon as you decide you're putting down, I just don't know how to say it any other than what they're showing me on the card, the trash box clown that's here to be dark. As soon as you decide that, you're going to pick up some of these, and they're going to actually show you many other tools. That's what Ragul is saying. The affirmation here is, I spend my time on my spiritual practice and use my tools each day. You're being invited into divinity, okay? And I can see why. I can see why. I love this read. I'm loving this read now. It's much better than how we started. So, ooh, and I still have to pull your initials. Everybody's initials out there. Which one? Right here? Yep. Can't make this up for you. What did I say? Starts with you. Okay? You have to do the works first so that they can bring you that divine, that actual divine partner that you're owed. Okay? Self-care is self-love. Love yourself to care for yourself. I mean, it sounds like a simple something, but you've got yourself fragmented, and they're asking you, pull back in all those pieces. Self-care, so that they can help you connect to your intuition and give you those gifts. Ooh, Aries, this is such a fantastic invitation. All right, for those of you out there in the collective that have, auditory sensory, sensitivities, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to shake this now, so you might want to turn down your volume. All right, you could have the letters BHNLTIGDSX. Oh, I see tie. See the word tie. Oh, and tired. I would imagine that you're tired of being talked to like that too. LF, V, E, and R. Yep. Yeah. And trying. I see the words tired and trying. You're tired of trying with this trash box clown, is what I hear Ragul saying. I'm very sorry that anybody would be in this type of circumstances, to see anybody in these type of circumstances. And thus real tarot is real life, and it offers us real choices. At the end of the day, you're the only one that can actually choose to take this spin at the wheel right here, so that Spirit can help you plant something completely new. I, for one, just want to say that, for me, I think it would be a fantastic idea, okay? I mean, they're trying to help you become an empress, okay? An empress, okay? And put you into divine partnership and show you what it looks like when you have somebody that really and truly loves you, okay? Real and true love is not feeling like every single day when I get out of bed, I just don't know what, his mood is going to be, and if he's going to tell me off, and he's going to call me ugly, terrible names today. That's not real and true love at all, okay? So the first thing you have to do is pull back all those fragmented pieces of yourself and learn self-love. Learn that you know how to speak back and forth to divinity. As soon as you do that, you'll be just amazed at who they have for you. If it's as high level as I think it's going to be, anytime we have a divine partner, there will still be works left to do. But a truly divine partner is going to be somebody that's willing to do the work with you. They'll know that they can't do it for you, but they're willing to do the work with you. Okay? They're willing to look at themselves and say, you know what? I know that I love myself. I know my partnership, also loves herself, and I want to show her many, many, many ways that I love her, both big, small, in between, whatever, you know what I mean? So that they can remind you on a daily how loved you are. Not this stuff over here, keeping you confused as to, well, does he love me? I mean, he just called me X, Y, and Z today. He just called me every name in the book today. He just trashed me out and told me that, he just settled on me and he's got all these other options and blah, 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 blah. Okay, that's not what Spirit wants for anybody. We do have to learn that, with this heavy energy, the ones that are here to hold only dark energies, that's what they're here to hold. We're not going to be able to change them. If there is any hope to change them at all, Spirit will know and Spirit will help them. And I don't even judge the dark spirits, okay? Because I feel like the dark spirits that agree to be the dark spirits are often here to help us learn these pieces. Help us learn that there's something about us that we have to pull back fragmented pieces so that we may be able to speak to divinity, okay? And what Raghul is showing me is that they want your determination to make this happen, okay, Aries? They want you to make this happen. They love you. You mean a whole lot to Spirit. I mean, actually, you mean everything. You mean everything to the divine. I love that Raghul is correcting me here. This is lovely, yes. Let your inner light warm you, not burn you, okay? Your inner light, you reconnecting and pulling back those fragmented pieces is going to allow you to warm yourself first and foremost before you do anything else. Where you're at right now, I see somebody burning you, okay? Somebody that continues to burn you. So it's no small wonder to me that that's what they're doing. They're activating your inner light. Okay? They're showing you that you have an inner light that is there to be accessed so that they can show you your divine partnership, your true divine partner here. I love the invitation for you, and I really truly do hope you take them up on it, Aries. Woo! Goodness. Too many. Too many, Spirit. Right there. Okay. You've got card number 22. And I can't make this shit up. The choice. I just said this. The choice is ultimately yours. I hope it's a choice that you make. And Raghul is saying to me to please hold up one more time to do my Libra thing that they like when I do it, to show you the difference of the choices, okay? All right, hold on. Remember, you take a spin at the wheel as they're offering a choice for you here, and you plant something because they want you to plant something just new. I'm seeing new across the board. You're somebody that would be like, again, they're showing me like that next scene of Sleeping with the Enemy with Julia Roberts, where she's happy just being in this little quaint house where there's an apple tree orchard that drops apples into her yard, and she's able to collect them. Okay, she goes from this grand, huge, glass something along the beach to this just very, very, very quaint, house where she can be herself and be as messy as she wants to be, and and then just dance as she's picking up apples. It's so simple. It's crazy, but it's that simple for her. Okay. So here are your options. Should you choose to go ahead and take a spin at that wheel, I'm being asked one more time. Which one? Which one do you want to continue holding on to? Okay, this one will allow this up and gone, or you can just continue and not take the chance on these. Okay, I know what I'm rooting for, just because I really want to see everybody out there happy and finding those blessed pieces about themselves, figuring that out about themselves. But again, you're the one that has to make the choice, Aries. You really are. All right, let me get you an angel number card here. You got 1717, drama alert, independence, soul mission, alone time, learning, healing, aspirations, alone time. Take a few deep breaths and focus inward. You need time to think things over and consider your options. I cannot make that shit up. consider your options. Okay? At this time, you must rely solely on yourself. You might not believe it, but you're heading in the right direction. Okay? What appears to be a lull in activity is just a natural part of the process. And I will tell you, it does take a while of learning that I can do anything that I need to do quite on my own. Okay? The first divine partner that you're ever going to have once you do that awakening, I promise you, is you. You are your own best divine partnership first. Okay? It's true. Given that I see you're an Empress, you'll learn that very quickly. Actually, I am my own divine partner, and then that allows you the option. That allows you the option. And if you are in divine partnership even with yourself, you will be the one to say, and now I'm ready to see whatever it is that I need to see with a whole new divine union. Possibly a very, very, very high soul-mated energy. They didn't pull the twin flame card for you. They just pulled this one, okay? Divine union. So possibly in this lifetime, if you do what they're asking you to do, what they're inviting you to do, I mean, all they can do is invite and ask. You spin that wheel, you plant a whole new pinnacle for yourself. They're showing me somebody that's going to have an absolute life that they love, first and foremost, on their own. And you're going to see all these many, many, many talents, skills, gifts that you have that you didn't even realize you had. Okay? I really, really, really love this for whoever this is for, truly. I love the invitation. It's a great invitation. Let me go ahead and get a rainbow card. Right here? Yes. I can't make this up. They're inviting you to pull this into the upright. They're inviting you to your divinity. Pull back all those old pieces, those things that don't serve you anymore. You're going to be doing an awakening. Yeah, an ascension piece. This is an invitation to ascension. All of this suggests, well, just shows me really. Plus I'm hearing Ragul saying, yes, that's true. You're being invited to an awakening, to your divinity. Figure out what you're here to do. Right here? Okay. Somebody might have been waiting for a sign. Here it is, right here. You're waiting for signs. Wind carries messages, tune your ear to whispers. Well, you know what? Here's your sign. Here's your invitation. It's right here. You might be somebody that was waiting for a divinator to come out and say, I see what's happening here. And, you know, Spirit's confirming that's exactly what they want to have happen for you next. All right, and I've already pulled the letters. I'm going to go ahead and roll the die and see who we might be, what numbers we might have that are relevant. I see that what they're trying to put across your line is exercise. Ragul is saying to say to whoever they're talking to out there, and they're obviously talking to quite a few because I pulled quite a few different letters there. What they see you doing a lot of right now is power napping. Okay? They'd like to see you increase your exercise. You could be 32 or 34 or 37. You could be 27, 24 or 23. You could be 42, 44, 43 or 47 or 27. Okay? Talking to a little bit of an age range there. So I want to say millennials and right into like a few really just this mostly looks like millennials out there. Millennials that they're talking to. Okay. All right. Exactly what they're trying to get you to do right here. They're trying to get you to anchor yourself with the light, and they're trying to, Ragul says they're trying to get you to pull up anchor from the trash box so that they may anchor you in your light. They've given you the wheel spin to do that. Okay, there's that wheel right there again. right there. You have Gen X connection. The number 2 is incredibly important for you or to you. This might explain a little bit about what's going on with the trash box clown. It both explains the trash box clown, I'm being told to say. There's that wheel again. The trash box clown, and then there are some health concerns, which is why they're telling you it's time for you to do some exercises, a little less power napping and a little more out there and walk in and, you know, let's do it. And I can't make this shit up. Here's the trash box clown, and they have him in the upside down. They want you to do whoosh, and out with him, okay? What they're eventually going to get you to, and I love this. I love this for you. I love this for you. Ragul is saying to say, tell you, he was sitting, okay? Sometimes he comes to me, you know, like this, upside down or on his back, but this is the first time today that he's sitting. And Ragul is saying to say, you know, that you want a boo-boo fudu. You want a very, very, very high level divine partner. They see this about you. They see this about you. They know what you want. And what Ragul is saying to say is that that comes as quickly as you realize that you are first and foremost in partnership, divine partnership with yourself in divinity. Okay? That comes right thereafter, because then you'll know what to do and you'll know who you're attracting, because you're doing so with the lights turned on. Okay? You ain't picking somebody in the dark anymore. I like that. Really like that for you. You may have a Scorpio connection out there. Additionally, there may be some strong Scorpio in your chart, which means you're capable of really diving deep and really loving deep. And what Spirit is saying to say, Ragul in particular is saying to say, they want you to start diving deep and be determined for you. Be determined for yourself. Okay? Show yourself that self-love piece and understand that they are with you, they love you. This is a fantastic invitation for the Aries collective out there. And I love seeing so many of these. This tells me that, just lets me know that without even touching my channel, people are going to start coming. So, but this is a fantastic, fantastic opportunity for Aries. All right. Okay. I hope that this was helpful. And, I hope whenever this finds you that, you know, maybe by the time it finds you, you're going to be like, oh, I already made the choice and down that, you know, out with that, you know. All right. Much love and light to everybody. And if you don't mind clicking the like and subscribe, and if you have other Aries or you know an Aries that this is relevant to, please feel free to send it their way as well. Thank you so much and welcome. And again, thank you for your time.